This is our Croptivity app. It works with iOS and Android devices, and it also works online and offline. When you log in, this is the screen that you see. You've got your inventory, activity, info, and start button. Within the activity button, this allows you to see any activity that you've done on the app. The info button is telling you who the account owner is, how it links directly with My Farm Manager, and also that's where you can log out. Our inventory button, this is where you can keep track of any bin storage, grain bags. If you've got chemical on the farm that you just want to keep track of, you can also do that in the inventory. You can add new bins or new storage at the bottom. I'll click into a bin. As you can see, it's always telling you what your remaining space in your current inventory is sitting at in that bin. You have the transfer in and transfer out functions. So you can transfer in from a field and then you can transfer out to a contract. The contracts are built in My Farm Manager and it'll do all those calculations back and forth. You can also pull, if you have a super B load and you're doing it in metric tons, it will actually convert it back to bushels, which is what we have our bin sat at right now. You can adjust grade, you can clean storage, edit, retire storage at any time. I'm just going to go back. I'm going to click on the start button now. So this is going to take you to your actual fields that you have within My Farm Manager. So the colors correlate directly to what you have in My Farm Manager, and they're based off of crop type. So as you can see here, I've got my map. In the top right-hand corner there, it's a target-looking button. This is our GPS, so you can turn that on. What it's going to do is it's going to turn on your location. You're going to be a little blue dot, and that allows you to be able to, mark georeference points within the app, and you're also able to drive around and, know where you're at in comparison to the fields. You can hit this little drop-down arrow. That's going to drop down a list of your fields, or you can simply just click on the map. So here I am, I'm at field 2. It's a Durham field, as you can see here. So I've got some options. I can schedule an activity, do a new application, new scouting, or import photos to scouting. So if I click on schedule an activity, this allows us to create to-dos, schedule applications, and schedule scouting. So if I were to create a to-do, this would be if you wanted to mark any rocks on the farm, if you're driving the field, you want to mark any points, those types of things, that's where you can do that. Then you can set up the task for somebody to complete on the farm. It's more for other odd jobs rather than any, spray applications and things like that you want done. Next, you can go ahead and schedule an application. Within there, that's where what we call a recommendation. So you can go in, select your products, and send it to whoever's going to be running the sprayer, and then they can go in and actually complete that. We do have a pre-formatted rec book here. So this allows us to pull in any that you have from My Farm Manager. So this is a made list of recipes that you've made in My Farm Manager. So as you can see in mine, I have a few different ones. It just allows you to be able to click one and bring it in, and it's a lot quicker. Next, we have the schedule scouting. So under schedule scouting, this allows you to, mark points if you're having concerns in the field, or even just write comments that you want your agronomist to come out and scout, and they can take a look and they can edit that and send you what they found. Under new application, if you're going out today and you're going to do a spray application, this is the function you'd use. So you would go in, you would select your application type. We've got many features here that you can use. We'll just hit post emergent. Then from there, you can hit select a product. So within here, as you can see, I've got a huge drop down of products that I commonly use. And they're all in alphabetical order. There's a big list of them. So as you can see, you can go up to the top and hit search. So let's say we're looking for octane. I'll click it. It brings it in. The rate, I can click on it, type in the rate that I want. And it does total up the product needed for this particular acre size. So from there, I can scroll down, I can hit add product, so I can continue to add the rest of my tank mixture to this. I can add any additional applicators comments that I have. The weather's pulling in real time, right when I'm spraying. And I can also default this for my next application so that I don't have to go in and, find those chemicals and type them in again if I'm spraying multiple, derm fields that day. So I can hit submit report. I can notify a team member if I want. For right now, I'm just going to hit skip. And now that product's been applied. Next, we've got our new scouting. So within new scouting, you can drop points, which is this first button here. So you can add points and identify what's there. You can also use our general observations, which is our notepad. So you can just write general comments that you have about that field. And then you've got your submit report button. So this is the button you would need in order to actually save it and submit that report at the end. The import photos to scouting, when we click on this, it's going to take you to your phone library, your camera library. As you can see, I can pull in a photo. And what it's going to do is it's going to drop a point. So if you actually had all your settings set up in your phone, it will geotag this photo to where you took it in the field. So you can go to the field, take a bunch of photos, and come back to your office or your home, and you can actually import these and it'll drop them to the right points. So as you can see, when I click on this point, it does say outside of boundary because it wasn't taken in that field, but it would georeference to that field. From there, you can fill out, what weed it was or what disease you were seeing or the problem, and hit save. And then you would be able to go here and submit the report.